Good morning, and welcome to the campus of Saginaw Valley State University, James O'Neill Jr. Arena,
to the James O'Neill
Writer
Jr.
Center
Arena,
for
Health
Writer
and
Center
Physical
for
Education. Health and Physical Education.
No doubt you are eagerly anticipating
No
today's
doubt you are
commencement
eagerly anticipating
and are proud
today's
of the
commencement
accomplishments of the
and are
person you are
proud
here
of the
to celebrate.
accomplishments of the person you are here to celebrate.
Before the ceremony begins, allow me to share with you a few housekeeping
a few housekeeping
The Writer
notes.
Center, like all buildings
The
on
Writer
campus,
Center, like
is a
all buildings on
tobacco-free,
campus,
no smoking
is a
facility.
tobacco-free, no smoking
University
facility.
policy permits
University
smoking
policy
only in parking
permits
lots.
smoking only in parking lots.
The audience is requested to stand
The
during
audience
the
is
processional.
requested to stand
Remain
during the
standing
processional.
for the national
Remain
anthem
standing for
and
the
stand
national
again
anthem
during the
and
recession.
stand again during the recession.
A professional photographer will take pictures of the
Professional
graduates
photographer
as
will
they
take
cross
pictures
the
of the
stage.
graduates as they cross the
Information
stage.
about the photographer's company
Information
is
about
on
the
page
photographer's
3
company
of the Red
is on
Commencement
page
program.
3 of the Red Commencement
Personal
program.
photographs or videos
Personal
may be taken
photographs
from your
or
seat.
videos may be taken
To
from your
preserve
seat.
the view for each member of the
To
audience,
preserve the view for
we
each
ask
member of
that
the
no
audience,
photographs or
we
videos
ask that
be
no
taken from
photographs
any
or
area of
videos
the floor
be taken from
during
any
the
area
ceremony.
of the floor during the ceremony.
Please observe common courtesy by
Please
refraining
observe
from the
common
use of
courtesy
artificial
by
noisemakers,
refraining from the use
such
of
as
artificial
air horns
noisemakers,
and devices
such as
that
air
could cause
horns
physical
and
harm
devices
to
that could
persons in
cause
attendance
physical harm
or could
to
disrupt
persons
the
in
ceremony.
attendance or could disrupt
Also,
the ceremony.
please familiarize
Also,
yourself with all
please
emergency
familiarize
exits
yourself with
and
all
note that some
emergency
emergency exits
and
are
note that
behind
some
the curtain and
emergency
stage,
exits are behind the
exiting to
curtain
the
and
east.
stage, exiting
After
to the
the
east.
ceremony, all guests
After the
are invited
ceremony,
to join graduates,
all guests are
faculty,
invited to
and
join
staff
graduates,
for
faculty
refreshments
and staff,
and additional photo
for
opportunities
refreshments
in the
and
East
additional
Arena.
photo opportunities in
When
the
the
East
ceremony
Arena.
ends, you may follow
When
the
the
graduates
ceremony ends,
as they
you may
proceed
follow the
behind
graduates
the stage.
as they proceed behind the
Thank
stage.
you for your attention. Your
Thank you
cooperation
for your
is greatly
attention.
appreciated.
Your cooperation
Again,
is greatly
congratulations
appreciated.
to you
Again,
and your family for
congratulations
this
to you
accomplishment.
and your family for this accomplishment.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand for our national anthem?
Please stand for our
Remain
national
standing
anthem.
for the invocation.
Remain
which will be
standing for the
presented by Dr.
invocation,
Mamie
which will be
Thorns.
presented by Dr. Mamie Thorns.
As we are standing here, as a part of each graduate's dream,
Let us give thanks.
Let us give thanks
in a moment of
together
silence.
in a moment of silence.
This ceremony,
In all
This
of its
ceremony,
pomp and circumstance,
in all of its
unites
pomp and
us in our
circumstance,
dreams, unites
of
us
promise
in our
and
dreams,
equality
of
for all.
promise and equality
It allows
for all.
us to collectively
It allows
celebrate
us to
our
collectively
graduates'
celebrate
accomplishments,
our graduates'
our
accomplishments,
cultures, our
our
ideas,
cultures,
and
our
our
hopes.
ideas. We
and our
commemorate
hopes.
the very
We
best
commemorate
within each of
the
us
very
here
best within
in
each
this
of us
moment
here
together.
in this moment
Our
together.
hearts swell
Our
with
hearts
gratitude.
swell
We
with
humbly
gratitude.
appreciate the
We
support
humbly appreciate
of the graduates'
support
families,
of the
their
graduates'
loved ones,
families,
their teachers,
their loved ones,
mentors,
their teachers,
peers,
mentors,
and all who have stood
peers,
behind
and
us.
all who have stood
Putting
behind
aside
us.
differences
Putting
with an
aside
eye
differences
toward a
with
promising
an eye
future
toward a
that is
promising
marked
future
by today's
that is
commencement.
marked by today's
May
commencement.
each graduate here
May
and
each
all who are
graduate
gathered
here and all
not
who are gathered
forget
here
the
not
power
forget
of this moment.
the power
May
of
this day
moment.
be a reminder
May this day
that
be a
hard
reminder
work,
that
diligence,
hard work,
support,
diligence,
and tenacity
support,
are
and
what
tenacity
have brought us
are
here
what have
this
brought
day
us here
with you.
this day
Recall
with you.
the power of this moment.
The power
The
of
common
this
bond
moment.
we share, the
common
inclusive
bond we
celebration
share,
of
the
achievement,
inclusive celebration
and
of
success
achievement,
among
and
the
success
diversity of people who
among
are
the
united
diversity of people who
for
are
a dream,
united
all
for
for
a
one
dream,
and
all
one
for
for
one
all.
and
Amen.
one for all.
Amen.
Please be seated.
Please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Thorns.
Thank you, Dr. Thorns.
The pre-commencement concert was presented by the Flint Symphony Brass Quintet.
Symphony Brass
Please join me in
Quintet.
expressing our appreciation.
Please join
to
me
them.
in expressing our appreciation to them.
Welcome to Saginaw Valley State University.
Welcome to Saginaw Valley State University
2014
Fall 2014
graduation ceremony.
Graduation ceremony.
I would like to take a moment to introduce SVSU's governing board members
SVSU's
who are with
governing
us
board
today.
members who are with
These
us today.
citizens are appointed by the governor
These
of the state
citizens
of
are
Michigan
appointed by the governor
to
of
serve
the
this
state of
university,
Michigan
and they
to
do
serve this
so with
university.
commitment
And they do
and
so with
distinction.
commitment
I
and
will ask
distinction.
them to stand,
I will ask
then
them
ask
to
you
stand,
to join me in thanking
then
them
ask you to
for their
join me in
service.
thanking them for their
Please hold
service.
your applause
Please
until
hold
all
your
have been
applause
introduced.
until all have been introduced.
Chairperson Jeffrey Martin,
Chairperson Jeffrey Martin,
Vice Chair Kathy Ferguson,
Vice Chair Kathy Ferguson,
Secretary Janae Velasquez,
Secretary Janae Velasquez,
Treasurer Scott Carmona,
Treasurer Scott Carmona,
Mr. Dennis Durko,
Mr. Dennis Durko,
Mr. David Gamez,
Mr. David Gamez,
Mr. John Kunitzer,
Mr. John Kunitzer,
and Mr. Jerome Yance.
and Mr. Jerome
Please
Yance.
join me in thanking them for their
Please
service.
join me in thanking them for their service.
We have a representative group of faculty and
We
staff
have a representative
with us
group
today.
of faculty and staff with us
To our
today.
graduates,
To our
these faculty and
graduates,
staff are
graduates,
Saginaw Valley
these
State
faculty and staff
University.
are Saginaw Valley State
And I now
University.
ask them to stand.
And I now ask them to stand.
Please recognize them for their work.
Please
which
recognize
brings
them
honor
for their
to
work,
the university
which brings honor
and
to the
value to the
university
degrees being awarded
and
today.
value to the degrees being awarded today.
Our commencement speaker today is Mr.
Our
David
commencement
Kepler.
speaker today is Mr. David
Mr.
Kepler.
Kepler is concluding a
Mr.
39-year
Kepler is
career
concluding
with the
a
Dow
39-year
Chemical
career
Company,
with the Dow
announcing
Chemical
recently
Company.
that he would retire
Announcing
at year's
recently
end
that he would
as the
retire at
company's
year's end
executive vice
as the
president,
company's executive
chief
vice president,
sustainability officer,
chief
and
sustainability
chief
officer,
information officer.
and chief information officer.
Mr. Kepler joined the company in
Mr.
1975.
Kepler joined the company in
and rose through the
1975
ranks.
and rose
His
through
roles
the ranks.
involved information
His roles
technology,
involved information
supply chain,
technology,
operations,
supply chain,
marketing,
operations,
and business management.
marketing, and
He has
business
been
management.
assigned to tasks in the
He has
United
been
States,
assigned to tasks in
Canada,
the United
and the
States,
Pacific region.
Canada, and the Pacific
Mr.
region.
Kepler serves on several boards
Mr. Kepler
outside of
serves
Dow.
on several boards
He is a
outside
member of
of
the board
Dow.
of directors at
He is a member
Teradata
of the board of
Corporation,
directors at
an
Teradata
analytical
Corporation,
data solutions
an analytical
company,
data
the
solutions
Toronto-based
company,
TD Bank
the
Group,
Toronto-based
the
TD
United
Bank
States
Group,
Chamber of Commerce,
the United States
and
Chamber
the
of
National
Commerce,
Safety Council.
and the National
He
Safety
has also
Council.
served as a board
He
chairman
has
of
also
the
served
Mid-Michigan
as a board
Innovation
chairman
Center,
of the
a
Mid-Michigan Innovation
nonprofit
Center,
committed to growing
a
Michigan
nonprofit committed
small
to growing
business.
Michigan small
Mr.
business.
Kepler completed a bachelor's degree
Mr.
in
Kepler
chemical
completed a
engineering from the
bachelor's degree
University
in
of
chemical
California
engineering from the
at
University
Berkeley.
of California.
He serves
at
on the
Berkeley.
board of trustees
He
of the
serves on the
University of
board of
California,
trustees
Berkeley
of the University of
Foundation.
California, Berkeley.
Please join me in
Foundation.
honoring and welcoming our speaker today.
Thank you, Dr. Bashan, and to the board, to the faculty and the staff of this great institution, thank you for inviting me to share in this wonderful day. It is truly an honor to be here, to see the graduates ready to step out into the world, and see the family members and loved ones here to cheer them on. Graduates, each of you have an individual story, your own unique journey of study, sacrifice, and support. I know you're proud of that journey, and you should be. And at the end of the day, I know most of you will pull out that smartphone I saw when I was walking in here, and that you have stashed under your robe, take it out and take a selfie of yourself to share with your friends that couldn't be here. And that's okay. You deserve it. You have done it, and no one can ever take this moment, this individual achievement, away from you. I hope you always remember, however, that you also share one common story. Remember that you are all here because you chose to be here. All of you made a conscious decision to take a step forward, to improve your life, to strive for something better. Yes, you even took a different path, each of you, but it all led to this time, this collective moment. You know, as the Chief Information Officer at Dow for the last 15 years, I've spent a lot of time with technology and numbers, and they keep getting bigger, gigabytes, terabytes, now zettabytes. But there aren't many numbers today that impress me anymore. But today's an exception. Just look around. Just seeing the sheer number of lives touched by this institution, you know, it's not simply impressive, it's inspiring. And it reminds me of a fundamental truth I've come to learn in my work at Dow. After watching the pace and scale of technology accelerate so quickly over the past 2 decades, after seeing how information now saturates our society, I have come to understand that despite what they might want us to believe, progress does not always come from Silicon Valley. It is not represented by that smartphone in your pocket, the latest tablet, or that amazing app you just downloaded this morning. Real and meaningful progress comes from the only place it has ever come from. It comes from how we, as individuals, interact with one another. And that may be particularly difficult for this generation of graduates to completely understand. Most of you, after all, were born at the time that the internet was just beginning. The World Wide Web was introduced to the public in the early 90s, but it wasn't really until 1994 that Netscape was born as really the first commercial browser that service providers could build a platform on. And that seemed like a small step at the time, but it caused a seismic shift in the way we worked and played and shopped and learned. Suddenly, the internet morphed it from its original purpose as a scientific endeavor to one that enabled new markets, new social models, and new growth. And a year after Netscape came Amazon and eBay, then came Web TV, YouTube, PayPal, Skype, Google. Where would your essays and papers be without Google today? It's just amazing. I even got through school without it. It has truly been 2 decades of unprecedented growth and change, along with a fair share of unexpected and unintended consequences, some good, some bad, some the jury is still undecided on. Now just think about it. Most of you probably came to SVSU around 2010. That same year, a startup called Instagram was launched. 4 years later, it stores almost 50 billion photos, has 200 million users, and those users perform 1 to 2 billion likes a day. You know, even my daughter's dog, DOG, has an Instagram account. And you know what the scary part is? It has more followers than I do. He has over 2,000 followers, and every photo he posts gets a couple hundred likes. DOG, by the way, in case you want to follow him, it's spelled D-E-O-G-E-E-E, at DOG. In case you want to know, that's 3 E's at the end. He's very sensitive about that spelling. Now, this is just one small example of unintended consequences. And yes, the jury is still undecided on whether it's good or bad that dogs have Instagram accounts. It's not all about social interaction, of course. There's been incredible advances in science and health. We have huge opportunities to leverage automation and data gathering to increase social productivity. Art, education are now accessible at the touch of a screen, giving millions of people opportunity where none existed before. But here's the tough question we have to ask ourselves about all this advancement. Has all this technology brought us any closer to the shared vision of harmony, understanding, and leisure that it promised? Yes, we have fantastic ways to connect with each other, but now we also have new and troubling questions about privacy, bullying, safety, and civility. These unintended consequences are even spawning new problems of their own. The American Psychological Association recently reported, for example, that people in the 18 to 34-year age range, the very people that grew up with this technology, feel twice as stressed as those people older than 68 who were born at a time before television was even commercialized. And the highest stress factor for those young people? Money, work, and the economy. So let's look beyond the facts that we feel even compelled today to actually measure stress in the first place and ask yourself, how can this be? How can technology that should make life easier show the exact opposite in studies? There's more uncertainty, more variability, more displacement, more stress. I've spent my whole life enjoying and embracing new technology and the wonderful aspects of life that is unlocked. But I have come to believe that at the individual level, it has introduced some very negative changes in the way we work and interact. changes that can impact the very core of one's identity. Despite the fact that we're always on, for example, we rarely communicate in the traditional sense. In today's multi-channel internet frenzy, people hide their identities behind anonymous screens and avatars. No one seems accountable for the comments and information they distribute. And perhaps worst of all, we are self-selecting the media and the information we expose ourselves to, reinforcing whatever beliefs we already have and closing ourselves off to new and different ideas. In fact, this is the very opposite of what a learning university like SVSU is built on. In short, the greatest technology of distributing unlimited amounts of information and the widest range of views is in fact creating a loss of civility and integrity in our dialogue with each other. It is addressable, however, and the irony is that the solution is as old as humankind itself. It comes down to you and me, all of us, in fact, committing to a basic human interaction with a purpose. That means full transparency, tolerance for opposing views, integrity of our intent, and full disclosure. In other words, Facebook is good, but respecting the person behind that Facebook page is even better. So as you prepare to leave this phase of your life and step forward into the broader world, let me suggest that you use technology as a tool for communicating, but not a substitute for communications. When you leave SVSU with your tassels and your smiles and your diploma in hand, take that selfie and post it with pride. But then do one more thing. Turn the camera around. Okay, I get it. The smartphones have two cameras on them. You don't really need to turn the camera around. It's a metaphor, okay? But go with me on this. Turn the camera around and take a slow picture of your friends, your family, and your classmates. You know, graduating means it's no longer about you and your achievements. From this point forward, it's about the broader world. It's about people, not profiles and pics, avatars, but real people in front of you and around you. And if you approach your life with a bias to helping those people, then you will find success. And if you approach your life so the dialogue is with them and about them, you will find success. And if you approach your career with a mindset to earnestly work and understand your colleagues, you will achieve success. Now, you've just gone through a remarkable adventure here at SVSU. All of us are proud of your achievement. We're eager to see that new path you take from here. Whatever that path leads you, take that journey with the confidence that you have the tools to succeed. And as SVSU graduates, you do have those tools. But now it's up to you. Go forth with purpose. Go forth with integrity. But more than anything, go forth with a commitment to be an active part of the world around you. And you can do that if you remember that technology, for all its benefits, is not a substitute for real dialogue. LinkedIn, YouTube are all becoming new platforms. Twitter, Instagram are becoming the new media. But you are the ones who will create the enlightened conversation. Selfies are not this path to greater understanding. Point your camera forward, look at the world, and find your place in that world, the place where you can stand and where you can find a difference in the lives of real people, your family, your friends, your neighbors, and your communities that you can touch. So best of luck in the future. Keep smiling and keep helping one another. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kepler. We have now arrived at the principal reason for this ceremony, the conferring of degrees. SVSU still holds to the tradition of speaking each name individually. This may take a while, but it's more than worth it. For each name spoken represents the pride and hopes of an individual and their family and friends. Applause and cheering are welcome, but please be courteous to others and allow the next name to be read and heard. The first candidates are those who have earned graduate degrees. I now ask Dr. David Callejo Perez, Associate Provost, to the podium to present these candidates. Dr. Perez?
Thank you, Mr. President. Will the candidates for all graduate degrees please rise? Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty, I'm honored to present these students who have successfully completed the requirements for the graduate degrees. With the approval of the faculty, they are presented to you. Will the candidates please come forward?
Amberly Jean Welch. Christopher L. Wells. Tori Lynn Volmering. Carrie Lynn Dunn. Matthew Stephen Whetstone. Jennifer Wall. Sarah A. Seckel. Christina Ann Harlan. Billy James Irwin. Mary Carol Demand. Deborah Lynn Burns. Michelle Renee Ainsley. Aaron Thomas Maturin. Gwendolyn Marie Howard. Ashley Noel Stratton. Eric John Michael Curtis. Michelle Marie Rotiers. Anthony Dwayne Webster Jr. Erin Kathleen Spencer. Jennifer Lynn Jimenez.
You are well prepared for leadership in your professions and communities. Serve them proudly and well. Now, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Control of Saginaw Valley State University, I am pleased and proud to confer upon you your graduate degrees you've earned, together with the rights and privileges and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations to all of you. Please be seated. We will now proceed with the awarding of baccalaureate degrees. I call upon Dr. Joni Boy Beeman to come to the podium to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees within the College of Arts and Behavioral Sciences.
Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in arts and behavioral sciences please rise? Faculty in the College of Arts and Behavioral Sciences educate students in a variety of fields that provide understanding, skills, and the critical imagination necessary to be successful in a changing world. On behalf of my colleagues, the faculty in the College of Arts and Behavioral Sciences, I congratulate you on your achievements. Will the candidates please come forward?
Alexandria Marie Jericho. Samantha Jo Kendall. Paula Lynn Wilson. Allison Maria Jameson. Megan Jo Benkert. David Charles Wynn, Jr. Joseph Andrew McKnight. Rochelle Amber Rushlow, cum laude. Leanne Marie Lemaire, magna cum laude. Dominique Deschanel Smith. Angela Jean Dunham. Michelle Marie Boss. Jessica Marie Martin Bianco. Sarah A. Luna. Justin Zane Thorpe, cum laude. Sarita Alessandra Bills, cum laude. Emily Ramsey Cloca. Danielle Marie Golden. Joseph Martin Boyster. Jesse Ross Somsel. Chafin Collins. Jennifer Lynn Solowitz, magna cum laude. Travis Lee Bronson. Cody Joshua Coulter. Joseph Harry Bennett, summa cum laude. Derek James Morrison. Tyler Lee Hollingshead. Jamie Hollingshead, event coordinator, will present the diploma jacket to her brother. Yari Ann Wilson. Lorin Leanne Davis, summa cum laude. Blake Allen. Alyssa Lee Ellis, cum laude. Gerhart Joshua Schutte, cum laude. David Marshall Rosenberger. Zachariah Edward Miner. Dante Toriano Christ. Amanda Lynn Raffini, magna cum laude. Drew David Kelly, cum laude. Justin Alexander Staley. Aaron Kimberly James. Dwayne P. Joseph, cum laude. Aaron Stanley Rona. Spencer Robert Coleman. Barry Jonathan Bragel. Timothy John Orovets, magna cum laude. Olivia Lynn Foote. Eric Matthew Perry. Travis William Simmons. Sarah Jean Perry, cum laude. Jillian Janie Ann Frensky, cum laude. Tasha Maria Shearhart. Jose Alfredo Acosta, Jr. Mary Grace Irene Grosteffen, magna cum laude. Eileen Catherine Gemberis. David Joseph Jansen, Jr. Alexandra Margaret Cochran. Danielle Marie Mercier. Garen Richard Richardson. Ivy Jean Hyatt. Amber Janae Dickinson, magna cum laude. Anna R. Spickerman. Riva Marie Germain. Dulles Jamal Coppage. Roderick Barksdale, Jr. Darius D. Petway. Anthony Philip Willard. Nicolette Elizabeth DeClerc, cum laude. Kate Margaret Nicefield, magna cum laude. Brianna Margaret Mealy. Crystal Gomez. Stephanie Lynn McHugh. Rachel Marie Hauk, cum laude. Shelby Wilson. Lawrence Joseph DeRocher IV, cum laude. David Albert Medina. Demonte Shantez Dandridge. Jerry L. Scott. Dana Alexandria St. Clair Chavette. Patricia Jean Call. Alyssa M. Prather. Frank J. Porter. Caitlin Amelia Wendling. Rachel Elizabeth Jurek. Melanie Rosalia Raymond. David Toussaint. Zhaoqi Yu.
please join me in one more round of applause? You may be seated.
I will now call upon Dr. David Clejo Perez to come to the podium and present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees and certification through the College of Education.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees or certificates through the College of Education please stand? You have chosen a noble profession, teaching, a profession to be proud of. And I am sure that as you enter the teaching profession, you will rise to the challenges it presents and that you will work for the betterment of students, schools, and society. Will the candidates please come forward?
Christina Ann Robert, summa cum laude. Samantha Sky DeMar. Andrew Lee Valley. Danielle Dominique Hillman. Colin Tad Johnson. Anthony Emil Del Safeo. Tyler Daniel Harfst. Jessica Lynn Kustra, magna cum laude. Maria C. Voss, summa cum laude. Jessica Grace Miller. Kylie Ann Hook, summa cum laude. Blair Elizabeth Humphreys. Dylan Steltzer Jeskalski, magna cum laude. Chelsea Renee Bernthal, cum laude. Shelby Lee Wright. Jacqueline Irene Medzier, summa cum laude. Danielle Ann Burrell, magna cum laude. Bronco Stephen Hamilton. Jillian Eve Kaltz. Kelly Justin Andrew White, cum laude. Lindy Marie Kuhn. Megan Ann Griffin, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Shea, summa cum laude. Rebecca Lynn Sheehan, summa cum laude. Shaylin Marie Barron. Abigail Rebecca Seaman, summa cum laude. Erica Jane Lanfeard, cum laude. Sydney Joy Rawlings, cum laude. Megan Ashley Hughes. Caitlin Brianne Parcher. Kayla Nicole Kolaski. Logan Larry Hoffman. Barrett Jerome Johnson. Matthew Patrick Wilkinson, cum laude. Michael Stephen Morrow, Jr. Eric Christian Jaime. Holly Ann Tompkins, magna cum laude. Megan M. Belanger. Brittany Lee Riem, cum laude.
Please join me in applause. You may be seated. Thank you.
For the final group of candidates, I now call upon Interim Dean Andrew Chubb to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Dr. Chubb?
Will the candidates for the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology please stand? The faculty and I are proud of these candidates who have chosen to work in challenging and rapidly technical fields that enhance the lives of us all. We congratulate them on their accomplishments and offer our hopes and best wishes for continued success. Will the candidates please come forward?
Christian Thomas Grant. Ethan Michael Rotz. William Matthew Clark, magna cum laude. Ryan Patrick Catch. Leslie Sophia Bloss. Michael J. Hickey. Trevor Eugene Barkowitz. Amanda Jane Lazarovich. Justin Allen Jasinski. Michael James Voteman, magna cum laude. Cody Allen Priestley. Jeremy John Cousineau. Brant R. Colbury. Nicholas Ryan Alpers, summa cum laude. Damian Zygmunt Gashtala, magna cum laude. Fergus Frederick Fleming III. Michael Roy Chapman. Daniel Jacob Garland. Brandon K. Gierman. Joshua Paul Moore. Catherine Ann Pierkowski. Jen Boehm, women's tennis coach, will present the diploma cover to her player. Ryan John Schultz, summa cum laude. Brandon Lee Martin. Ahmed Al-Khalil. Michael Leonard Mandu, cum laude. Kyle Jeffrey Sugden. David Michael Plant. Kyle Timothy Sponseller. Brian Raymond White. Zachary J. Streeter. Troy Michael Watkins, magna cum laude. Frederick Brian Sample. Sean Ryan Stover. Adam Patrick Dupuis. Anna Maria Asciuto. Kelly Christine Larner, summa cum laude. Chantel Justine Toner. Allison Kathleen Collier, magna cum laude. Abigail Marie Respirski, magna cum laude. Besma Jihad Nasrallah. Crystal Renee Washington. Shuking Huang.
Please join me in congratulating the candidates.
Will the candidates for all baccalaureate degrees please stand? On behalf of your families and your university, let me tell you how very proud we are of you. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the university's Board of Control, I am pleased and proud to confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree you've earned, together with the rights and privileges and responsibilities appertaining thereto. You may now move your tassel to the left. You may be seated. We have a few more traditions to honor here, one of which is the induction of all members of the graduating class into the Saginaw Valley State University Alumni Association. I ask Mr. Terry Lutz, President of SVSU Alumni Association, to please come to the podium.
Thank you, President Bashan. The alumni of Saginaw Valley State University reflect honor upon one another and their alma mater. You are now joining more than 40,000 graduates who have gone before you. Universities are judged by the success of their graduates, and you as new graduates are, and forever will be, what Saginaw Valley State University is all about. I hope that you will join the thousands of alumni who have accepted the challenge to stay involved with the university through active participation in the Alumni Association. Your continued connection to your alma mater will provide you with opportunities for your career or simply to help current and future students through your volunteer efforts or financial support. Inscribed on this scroll are the names of every member of this graduating class. I pledge that each name will be added to the list of alumni of Saginaw Valley State University and are automatically members of the Alumni Association. President Bashan, will you please come forward to accept this list of new alumni?
Thank you, Mr. Lutz, and welcome all of you to the SVSU Alumni Association. A final congratulations to the graduates. You've worked hard for your diploma that you've received here today. This has been a long journey, sometimes challenging, occasionally frustrating, at times exhausting, and in the end, rewarding. Now, you are ready to seize important opportunities using your education to benefit yourself, your family, and your communities. This is your important moment. And I offer my heartiest congratulations. I want you to know that this is an important moment for all of us at SVSU who have helped you along the way. For us, it has always been about you and your success. That is why many of us, professors, staff, administrators, and Board of Control members, are here with you today. Your success are our successes. Your achievements are also those of the faculty and the university you now represent. You are our face to the public. You will shape our shared image. Everyone who works on this campus has cared about you and your success in one way or another. There are also people that you've never met and probably will never meet that share in your successes. They have given generously to scholarship funds to make college more affordable. They provided resources for new facilities and research laboratories. And they have generously supported research and travel opportunities for many of you. There are our alumni, faculty, staff, and corporate friends and community foundations. Let's not forget that your success in graduating here today has everything to do with the sacrifices and support of your family, your parents, your siblings, your grandparents, and friends. Will the graduates' families, friends, and supporters please stand and be recognized? We hope you will keep in touch. Remember, this is your university, your sports teams, your concert series, your plays, your opportunities for continued learning. Come back and visit us frequently. Most of all, keep making us proud, as we are of you today. Proud that you are excelling in your field, and proud that you are working to make your communities better places to live. And most of all, live a life that you can be proud of living. Good luck and congratulations to all of you. Please rise for the recessional.